Welcome back to the shop. I'm Jeff from Today's Craftsman, and today we're talking finishing. So when it comes to finishing, it's very important that you sort of find one system and stick to it, at least in my opinion. And that's what we've done in the shop here. So about 18 months ago, I want to say, we adopted the Enduro system. So we're using the Enduro white undercoat as our primer, and we're using the Enduro Pro Series in both the clear and the white for our top coat. So this says clear, but this is actually color matched to a Sherwin-Williams color. This is called charcoal blue, and we've been working on these doors. We have some overspray here, but this is the white undercoat on this side. So the importance of sticking to one system, to me, is that, you know, they always say it's like the devil that you know. So with finishing, there's always all these variables that can affect your finish, and you want to eliminate as many as possible. So if you stick to one product, you're eliminating a variable there. Then you can worry about all the other things like temperature, the viscosity of your material, what substrate you're spraying on, all of the variables with your spray setup and your gun. By sticking to one paint or one finish, because this is technically not a paint per se, you're eliminating that variable. So you know you can depend on this, you know how it performs, what you can do with it, what you can get away with. It just makes it easier if you stick to one thing. If you're always bouncing around finishes, you don't know if the finish is causing an issue that you're running into or it's one of these other variables. So we've decided to stick to these. One of the main reasons we got into this finish was because we started purchasing our one-piece doors from New Doors. Now, New Doors sprays all their doors with the white undercoat. So this is a universal primer. You can spray any water-based coating on top of it, but we figured why not pair it with the matching top coat? So we went with the Pro Series. And we get this from those guys at United Finishes, New Doors United Finishes, same gentleman. So it shows up fast, and we don't have to run out and buy our paint at a store. We just have it shipped to the shop. Price-wise, looking at about 85 bucks a gallon for the white undercoat, and I think it's 104 a gallon for the Pro Series. If you buy in, 5 gallon, that price comes down a little bit. But this white undercoat here, I don't know how much this weighs. What do you think, John? 25 pounds, 20 pounds? This is a high solid primer. So this, I don't know if it says on here the percentage of solids, but it is a lot. This weighs maybe, I wouldn't say twice, but almost twice as much as a gallon of the clear weighs. So what's nice about this is you can get a high build, so you can spray a nice thick coat of primer, and then you can sand that back flat. So that's really the key to getting a nice finish, is making sure everything's flat. So you spray your door, and you're gonna have, you always have a little bit of orange peel there with your primer, and you have some imperfections that need to get filled in. So you spray a thick layer. That way you're able to sand it all flat, and you're not getting down into any of those low spots. You have enough build where you can get a flat plane. This spray's great. We're spraying it with like a 1.8 tip out of the Apollo. And the Pro Series, so this is a polyurethane. This isn't paint per se. So it may look like this, blue, but it's a clear polyurethane tinted blue. If we're using something that's closer to a white, they'll use a white as a base versus the clear. And that's another great thing, all the time we're spec'd by clients a color from Benjamin Moore or Sherwin-Williams or Farrow & Ball. We're not gonna go to Painters Express and buy, Benjamin Moore Aura and paint cabinets with it. That's not a finish that's suitable for cabinets. We need something that's strong. So this is a 1K polyurethane, meaning that it's ready to go out of the can. We don't have to add any catalyst. They do have a 2K, which is even stronger, but the guys at General Finishes Enduro, they claim that this 1K is about just as strong as most of the 2Ks out there. I have sprayed the 2K. 1K is nice because you just mix and go. We're not adding catalyst. There's no pot life. So this can sit in the gun for, hours and not harden up. A 2K paint will literally turn into a rock inside of your spray gun. So in different situations, we may go to a 2K when we need a lot more durability or we're in a wet environment like a bathroom. But the 1K is great for most applications. So yeah, we really like this. And we can show you how we mix it up and spray some blue on these white doors. All of our doors have 2 coats of primer and 1 coat of the blue on the back. So we've sanded between coats of primer and we've sanded before this first coat on the face. I have my material mixed up here. I'm gonna pour it into my cup. And we can cap this off, we can get in the spray booth. We're here in the spray booth. We gave this a little scuff, cleaned up any overspray that was on this face, this top side now. We mixed up our paint. As always, we'll purge the air out of our cup and test our spray pattern, and we can get to spraying. Before we get into spraying, I want to show you what we have set up here. We did do a video on this, and we'll link it up here in the corner if you want to watch that. But quickly, we have a 1.0 nozzle and needle. We have a high solid B air cap. This is the Apollo 7700 atomizer spray gun. We're running PPS cups with that, so we have a PPS adapter. And we're hooked up to an Apollo Precision 5 Pro, running about 5 PSI. That's our first coat on this door. We'll continue to first coat all the other ones. In about an hour, we'll be ready to scuff and second coat these. So after 2 coats, unless we run into some sort of damage or something, we're done. There's no top coat. This is the top coat. So we're color coat and top coat in one. Again, very durable product. It is a polyurethane, so it's sitting on top, providing that protection. We really like this finish. You know, it dries quickly, so we can move through a lot of parts in one day. And again, it's durable, it's water-based, so it cleans up very easily. I don't think we mentioned that yet today. Yeah, I think it's worth giving a look. Stick to one system, simplify things, make it easier. You can use one product. We use the clear and the tinted in this, so it's very predictable. Just simplify your finishing. So if you have any questions about Enduro or any of the things we use in this video, leave them down below. We'll see you next week.